Laws designed to help create more housing in California. One actually allows homeowners to sell ADUs, also known as in-law units, that are on their property.
Or home. Under the new law, owners of those properties can sell the attached or separate housing units, applying the same rules as selling a condo. For example, the main home, an ADU, will have two different property taxes and get separate utility bills for water, sewer, gas, and electricity. Each property might also have to form a homeowners association to assess dues to maintain shared space, such as a driveway, a pool, or a common roof. The state housing department reports that 1 in every 5 new housing units built in the state today is an ADU.
Hello, family. Welcome back to another episode of Journey to Harmony. I'm your host, Richard Harmon. Today, I want to talk to you about the growing boom of the ADU market. So California and New York are both historically known as tight markets of expensive property values. And with the laws in place for actually building homes, it's been very difficult. Many places like that are having serious issues with homelessness and the price of living overall just skyrocketing. And they're looking for options in terms of lowering the cost. In comes ADUs. So ADUs are accessory dwelling units, which are basically like grandma flats, in-law flats. That's what they've been called. Sometimes attached to a garage. Sometimes they're added as like a kind of like a shed or an actual house on the backside, which is kind of the size, can be about 500 square feet or more or less, depending the size. So this is going on right now, and many places are looking for options in terms of bringing in more property. New York has recently advised that they're going to be paying people up to $400,000 to build these particular units on their property. I'll go ahead and play a video here, watch a little bit of this, come back and watch that. If it's your first time joining, please hit that like button. Thank you. Here we go.
This should take maximum 2 to 3 days. And the framing is going to include, the walls itself, the studs. It's going to include the sheathing. It's going to include the roofing and the roofing on the sheathing as well too. So after that, we're talking about the roofing, finishing off the roofing in this case, where we go and put the tar paper, put the shingles, put the starter strips and all that stuff, the gutters. So we finish off the roof in this case. And we went, now that the outside is kind of sealed up, we have the windows, everything installed with the whole frame. We moved our way inside. So we moved our way inside to focus on some of the rough plumbing including, the bathroom tie-ins. Bathroom tie-ins being we had a vanity, we had a toilet, and we had the shower. Inside the kitchen, we had a couple tie-ins to do over there as well too. And the electrical rough is happening simultaneously. Insulation will be dependent on the plans that you have. It should be meeting Title 24 requirements. Then you can go do drywall. And in this drywall case, you go to put the drywall up. And when you put the drywall up, you need to get one more inspection before you mud it. And before you mud it and finish it off with tape, inspector comes back, gives you the green thumb. You get that, and you move forward. You get to finish it at that point. Inspector doesn't really come back until you finish it off fully. You put the cabinets, you put the floor, you paint it, you put the bathroom finishes and everything like that. From that point, an inspector comes back for final inspection, and hopefully it turns out to be a good day at that point. Some inspectors look more at Title 24, some inspectors look more at XYZ, but at the end of the day, you want to make sure that all of your checks are crossed. Make sure that you're in full compliance and what you're building is in accordance to the building plans to the T. And at that point, you'll pass final, and you should be able to occupy that situation.
It's amazing.
All right, perfect. So it was previously stated that the U.S. is in need of between 2 million and 7 million additional units of housing. With the continued influx of people from the southern border, Gen Zs and people who are 17 and 18 who are coming into that time frame of looking for apartments, there's more and more need than ever of available and affordable living spaces. And these are opportunities here which they're looking for those who are able or willing to be involved in the process of helping to make this solution. So in terms of the New York City option, New York City is pioneering a transformative initiative to combat housing shortages. The city is introducing a groundbreaking pilot program aimed to assisting homeowners in constructing accessory dwelling units, commonly referred to as granny flats. The innovative endeavor will provide financial support to 15 homeowners, offering each up to $400,000 to develop an additional residential unit on their property. The program responds to the urgent need for increased housing density within the city, aiming to diversify housing options in a bid to alleviate the current housing crisis. This is going to be a huge boom, I believe, in the next decade or so, with building going to be definitely a issue. With this much building happening, maybe builders are able to complete them at a quicker pace, but yet and still, these are still homes, and they have to go through all of the work in terms of the plumbing, the foundation laying, and all of these other things that are involved in regular house building. So with that, what does that mean? That means there's going to be a huge need for additional carpentry workers, those who are in plumbing, those who are in electrical, as the work continues to develop. The regular homes are going to need to be updated over the next 10 or 15 years. And then additionally, with these additional housing projects being built, there's definitely going to be a need as well for that. We'll see exactly how this plays out in the future, but this is definitely a welcome to the overall crisis that we're facing right now in terms of housing. But again, in terms of a lot of the red tape, this can take some time in order for it to get really built. But for those of those homeowners who are out there, you have, an acre, 2 acres. This is definitely an opportunity if you are struggling for you to help to develop some extra income, build out some space, add some people to your particular area, and be able to cash in on that investment from there. What are your thoughts? Please comment below. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining. Have a good day.